Are ghost jobs a real thing? So I see this comment all the time on social media from people saying, I see these jobs out there, Matt. They're on these platforms. There's 600 people. It's 4 months old. Nobody's really going to get back to people and to answer them on these jobs. And in a way, you're right. So let's talk about, for real, what are ghost jobs and what are they not? Because there's a misperception and people talk about this a lot. Okay. First thing is that jobs that employers have posted that have hundreds of applicants that have been open for months are just jobs that haven't been closed out yet. They're not necessarily ghost jobs. So let me talk about what that means from an employer point of view. So as an employer, I can post something on a major platform, let's say Indeed, and I can just post it for free, and the job will be out there and anybody can go and apply for it. Now, if I don't take that job down, if I'm not responsible with it as an employer, then that job will just sit open. Now, I've got to pay a certain amount if I have an Indeed, a LinkedIn, whatever happens to be account, to get that job to drive up to where more people will see it as soon as they search for a certain term like marketing manager, right? So that's going to be the term, guys, that'll be driven up by the fact that I'm paying a certain amount of my Indeed account or my LinkedIn account to drive that job up to the top, okay? So that's not necessarily a ghost job, but you guys can get around this first one by just not applying to anything that's more than 2 weeks old. I'll tell you guys, as a hiring manager, if I post something, I fill it quick. I don't have time to screw around, guys. So if you see this kind of stuff, these jobs that are hanging out there forever, then don't apply to them. It's a waste of your time. Second thing is that people talk about, oh, there's already 1,600 applicants to this job. I'm going to be honest with you guys. So if I post a job on one of the major platforms, I'm getting today, and this is September 9th of 2024, I am getting between 60 and 110 people per day applying per job. Okay, so there's a ton of those going in. Now, most of these employment websites have what's called an applicant tracking system. An applicant tracking system means when all the people apply, there's some mechanism within the job site that's going to tell me these people are a best fit. So when I'm seeing that best fit, I'm going down at first. And if you think that's not necessary when you're getting 60 to 110 applications a day, it's crazy. And anybody says, oh, we got to go through and read every single resume that comes through, it's just physically impossible. It doesn't matter. A company could have 100 recruiters and not be able to do this if you're talking about a company over 1,000. So first thing is that if a job's open forever, it doesn't mean it's a ghost job. Second thing is if a job has had a ton of people apply to it and it's still up, it doesn't mean it's a ghost job. Now, what ghost jobs can be, though, guys, is people sometimes are posting jobs because their manager told them to post it. And if you don't have a good system for this within HR or good with the hiring manager, then these people will post the job up and, they'll have it there and then the manager's not ready to interview for it. So it just kind of hangs up there. So these jobs get called ghost jobs. So what are actual ghost jobs? Actual ghost jobs are jobs that are posted sometimes to drive traffic to company websites. Okay. Second thing is jobs are posted just to get name recognition for the company out there that they're hiring, that there's stuff in the market. Third thing is that you can call this a ghost job or not really a ghost job, but jobs are just posted to build a big applicant pool. And then if you're going to hire for the person later, maybe you're a job that does classes, like training classes, and you're going to hire 100 people for a phone bank in 6 months. So they want to get all these resumes in there to be able to get them because they know a lot of people are just going to be applying and you're going to try to get these filled up to go. Then there is one downside really here too when you're talking about these ghost jobs that I have heard about is people are saying, well, companies will post free jobs and then you get 100 people a day to apply to them and then they take people's emails addresses and everything else and they build a database for their customers. And I've never had that happen at any company that I have ever worked at before, but I have heard that from people on social media that companies do that. I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't ever put my full address on my resume anyway. I put, Pleasant Town, Pennsylvania, whatever the city that I happen to live in is, and that's it. I don't put my full address in there. And, your email address, if you get spam email from a company, just put it on your block list. But there are such a thing as ghost jobs out there, but I will tell you, really, it's more people being irresponsible with not managing their jobs that are open as employers because they just didn't think about it, they're not being charged with it, or they just haven't gotten back to it yet, and they're not hiring at the speed that they should to get these positions filled and out there. If you guys have more examples of what ghost jobs are or things that you've experienced, put them below. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video.